Building dropshipping or e-com stores on Shopify just got massively easier for beginners. Now check out this Shopify dropshipping store that I vibe coded in literally 5 minutes and I did no work. And this kills the need for paid themes, AI store builders, or paying a developer to build your store. You can now literally vibe code any Shopify store, any product page, any landing page for dropshipping or e-commerce now on Shopify. And the reason why you can now do this is because Shopify has just released a massive new update which allows you to now vibe code. But the good news is I've made your life so easy in this video because I'm going to be breaking down exactly how to set this up. So all I ask for in return, guys, is that you destroy the like button, because once we've hit 500 likes on this video, you'll get access to the whiteboard you can see on the screen that has the whole setup guide and it has all the prompts that you're going to need. So the first thing that I want to quickly do is show you the Shopify dropshipping store product page that I was able to vibe code in just 5 minutes. Just to show you how crazy this is, and then we'll clone a store together. So this is the product page that I got vibe coded. You can see the hero section looks absolutely amazing. You can see the brag banner here. You can see this section was fully customized. Also this one. Now all these sections, by the way, guys, are fully edited. So I can click on them like these testimonials, and you can see the review testimonials are here that I can edit. So it doesn't just vibe code the sections, they're all fully customizable. For example, like this comparison chart, you can see I can change everything here, like what is said, the colors used, everything. Now, usually you have to pay for a paid theme to get these sections. I vibe coded them in 5 minutes. Now, the other crazy thing is, guys, it also built me a full landing page on the homepage. So this is the homepage it built me as well. You can see I've got to add some videos here. Now, just bear in mind the images I haven't quite perfected yet in terms of generating. So I won't be vibe coding images. I'll just make them separately using Google Banana. But in terms of the sections, the colors and the typography and the text, all vibe coded. But as you guys can see, all the sections look absolutely amazing and it looks and feels like a premium store. Now, I literally did this one in 5 minutes. The one we're going to clone together, I'm going to put way more effort into, and you'll see how good the results are. Now, the product page and product that I'm going to be cloning is a store that's currently doing $200,000 a month selling this LED face shaper. So I found their ads on Winning Hunter and I can see they're scaling the store right now. It's called Lux Cove. And if I go to their landing page, you can see it looks really, really nice, really professional, looks completely customized. And I'm essentially going to basically copy and paste this. It's essentially printing 7 figures a year. So I'm going to copy the store. There's another company selling this product called Reaver, and their landing page is also really, really nice. This one, in my opinion, might be slightly nicer. So we're going to mix and match this whole store together. But essentially, I'm just showing you, if I find a store that I like that's making loads of money, I can clone it in the next few minutes. Now, just to prove to you guys that I did vibe code that store and I'm not making it up, you can see I'm inside of anti-gravity, which allows me to use Claude code, which is the agent we'll be using to build our stores. Now, you can see here live in the chat, you can see it creating and pushing all the Shopify theme liquid to my store. So you can see it all here written. So that's just me showing you proof that I was able to build it through AI agents and essentially vibe coded the whole thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clone a store together and you can follow me along. So you can see I'm inside of the whiteboard that you're all going to get access to once we've hit 500 likes. And you can see it says here, build a dropshipping store with using Claude code and the new Shopify AI toolkit. Now, if you don't understand the logistics of how this works, you are going to get confused. So we're essentially going to need a few tools to make this work. So the first thing is we're going to need Google Anti-Gravity. Now, Google Anti-Gravity is completely free for everyone to use and install. Now, I'm doing this on a Mac, although I have given you a Windows alternative in the whiteboard. Then you're going to need to use Claude code because that's the AI agent we're using to build the vibe coding. Then we're going to need to download Shopify AI Toolkit to our computer. And then we essentially just need our Shopify store. So it's essentially just those 4 things that we need. Google Anti-Gravity is a free workspace by Google. It's like a smarter text edit, download, and install like any app. And then Claude code is the AI agent. And then Shopify AI Toolkit connects to Claude. So that basically it has all the skills and all the knowledge on how to build sections on Shopify. And then your Shopify store is obviously the place that we're using to build our product page or landing page. Now, I want to make this very clear before I carry on though. Do not get this confused with an MCP version. Now, a lot of people have been doing MCP connections where they connect Shopify to their Claude using an MCP. Now, that's been going on for a while now, but it is nowhere near as good as the AI toolkit that Shopify just dropped a week ago. The MCP setup is way less productive than this setup. In terms of what you can do, ignore the MCP version. And also don't get it confused with this version. So now you can see it says here what you need before starting. And I've given you the Mac option and the Windows option. So when you get access to this whiteboard, choose the one that you're using. Now, again, I'm using a Mac, guys, so just bear that in mind. Now, before we get into cloning the store, as the example I've shown you, let me quickly explain the setup guide step by step so you can do it now before we carry on. Now, this should only take you between 5 and 15 minutes, depending on how good your skill level is on tech. But like I said, this is completely beginner friendly and you can all do it because I've given you the links to do it with, so it's not rocket science. Also, there'll be videos linked in the description from other YouTubers that teach you step by step how to do these more in depth if you need a longer video. So guys, before I get into the next part of today's case study, I wanted to make a quick announcement. If you've been looking for the best mentoring, we're not talking about group mentoring, we're talking about one-to-one mentoring for your e-commerce and dropshipping experience, then you're in the right place. The amount of people that reach out to me on Instagram or comment on the video saying, do you have one-to-one mentoring? Can I work with you? Then yes, guys, I do offer a one-to-one mentorship. And it isn't just any mentorship. We've been offering mentoring in the dropshipping space now for over 7 years, and our track record is proven. We have some of the most successful students that have graduated from our e-commerce mentorship. We're one of the only few companies that still offer one-to-one mentoring, and we're one of the first companies to ever do it. So if you're looking for a one-to-one mentor to help you with your dropshipping store, taking you from the very beginning, finding a winning product, building the store, launching the ads, having an accountability partner, feeling like you have the confidence to run your store without worrying about, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? How do I find the little gems about how to do it correctly? Your mentor will figure that out with you. He will turn you into a dropshipping professional within 30 days. I can guarantee that the mentoring that we offer in our company is the highest quality of education in the industry. Now, I don't want to talk too much about the mentoring, guys, but I know a lot of you guys have been asking for it. So if you want to apply for one-on-one mentorship, there'll be a link in the comment and there'll be a QR code on the screen so you can apply. But before you apply, guys, only apply if you're serious and you have a good budget. We only want to work with people that have a good mindset and a good budget so it doesn't slow them down through the process. Our most successful students have always been the ones that have the correct mindset and they have a budget to spend on ads. Now, if I was to guess, all the available spots for the one-to-one mentoring for Q1 will be fully booked by the end of the next 2 days. So if you want to make sure that you can join, make sure you apply by scanning the QR code or clicking the link in the description before it's too late and we reopen for the next quarter. With that being said, guys, let's get back into the video. So number one, guys, make sure you've got your Shopify store and make sure you use my Shopify link in the description, as you can see on the screen. By using my Shopify link, guys, you're gonna get 3 months for $3, so 1 month over 3 months. Now, it's also important when you use my link, you're on the paid plan, the basic plan for $29, because if you don't use the basic plan or you're not on the basic plan, you're not gonna get access to Shopify's authentication that allows you to do this. If you're on a free trial, it just won't work. If you're on a paid trial, it's fine. So make sure you've done that, guys. And by using my Shopify affiliate link, I will get a small commission, which means a lot, especially for all the crazy value I'm giving you guys. Then the second thing is you just need a Google account. Once you've got a Google account, go to Google Anti-Gravity, download it to your desktop or your laptop, and then you can authenticate it by logging into your Google account. Again, it's completely free to use. Then the third thing you need to do is go to Claude, create an account. There is a free plan, and then there's a $20 plan. I'd recommend that you get the $20 plan. I am not affiliated or sponsored by Claude, although I wish I was. I'm not. But you do need to go on their $20 plan to be able to do this. You also want to download Claude to your computer. Now, how you do this is you run it through the terminal on your computer if you're using a Mac. So on a Mac, you need to run Claude through the terminal. Now on Claude's website, they give you the terminal commands to use, and I've even given you them in the whiteboard. So you run the command in your terminal. That will then install Claude to your computer. Then the last thing that you need to do is download Node.js. Now this is just a package. You literally just need to download it, run a command through the terminal, which will be again on the screen. And then once you've run this command, it just essentially allows you to use Node.js on your computer. Now, the reason why you need something called Node.js is it's a language model that Shopify needs to use. So Shopify's toolkit will not work on your computer without this package. And again, it's a very simple setup. So once you've got your Google Anti-Gravity, your Claude code, and your Node.js installed, you're then going to go to Google Anti-Gravity. You're then going to message your Claude agent, and you're going to say, I want you to be my Shopify AI agent that builds my product pages and my landing pages. You're then going to tell it that we are going to be using our Shopify AI toolkit to be able to do this. You're then going to give it the Shopify AI toolkit commands, which are 2 that Shopify give you. Again, they're also inside of the sheet. As you can see, it gives you 2 commands, command 1, command 2. You give this to your Claude agent, and then your Claude agent will install all of the packages through the command. And in this whiteboard, I give you alternatives if you have any issues, but I've had 0 issues with the installation. Now, once you've done this, guys, and the Claude agent confirms it's set up and it's working, then we can progress into cloning our stores. And again, if you found that process a little bit difficult, re-watch it, look at the whiteboard, because you can see I give it you step-by-step copy and paste, or watch one of those videos linked in the description that are a lot longer, but they're more in depth if you need a longer, more in-depth video on how to do it. But it is relatively simple if you break it down into different parts, like I just explained. So now we've done that, guys, we move into the fun part of the video. So you can see I've got my anti-gravity loaded here, and you can also see I've got my terminal loaded here. So I'm going to go back to my anti-gravity Claude agent. Now I'm going to give you guys a prompt to give to your Claude agent once it's working that will essentially give it all the knowledge it needs to be able to create product pages. Now I have to spend an hour or 2 hours giving it the knowledge it needs so it can create good product pages. So instead of you guys having to spend 1 to 2 hours giving it its knowledge, I'll just give you the prompt to give it. That'll be linked in the whiteboard. It's an MD file, download it, upload it, and it will have the knowledge. It's essentially a skill that it'll have to be able to know how to build pages correctly. So yeah, guys, the value just doesn't stop there. I keep giving you more and more. But with that being said, once you've given it that prompt, we can now say this. So the prompt I've given it is I now need you to build me a product page. The product on my store is called, give it the product name. Make sure you give it the product store URL if you haven't already. So if this is the first time you've done it, you need to go into settings and you need to give it this URL. So you can see this URL here. Give it that URL because then it will know which store on your account. Now, I've got 40 different stores on Shopify. So if I don't give it the URL, it's going to take ages to find that product. So just give it the store URL so it knows which store to use. Now, because my agent already knows my store, I've just said the product name, as I've already got 3 products on that store, so I want to make sure it's editing the right page. I've said I've added the inspo in terms of the way I want the page to look like based on the images I've attached. Then you're going to want to put let's work on the hero section first. It's important that you do this section first because it's the most complex version. The hero section is a section on your product page where it says add to cart, buy now, but there's loads of info added onto that section, and that's the most important part of your product page. So if that's not good, your whole store is going to be terrible. So that's why you want to just give it the first prompt to focus just on the hero section. Then we're going to upload the images. So you can see I've took a print screen of the hero section. Now, if you're wondering which section I've took a print screen of, it's this section here from this store. Now, I've actually not took a print screen of the bundles because I don't want to do that with the vibe coder. I want to do that with an app. So I'm just essentially showing it this just without the bundles. And then you're going to see in the bottom right where it says ask before edits. I would recommend that you put it on edit automatically. And I'd also recommend that you put the effort on to high. When you're doing product pages, if you leave it on medium, you get usually a little bit of a bad result. So I've noticed that when I leave it on high effort, it does give me really good results. So now what you can do is you can click send, and with edit automatically, you won't have to click allow every time it makes changes. Now, just to show you guys the current product page before it starts working on that, just to show you that it's doing it live with vibe coding, this is the current product page. looks absolutely terrible. I'm actually going to delete all the info from the description before it starts working on this. So yeah, this is essentially what the store currently looks like. Now, in terms of the supplier that I'm using for the guys that are drop shipping, I'm using USAdrop. It's by far the best drop shipping supplier because it's a private agent, which allows you to get the best shipping lines, the best product insurance quality, meaning the product meets all the quality inspections. And usually getting a private agent drop shipping would either cost you a monthly subscription or you need to do high volume on a monthly basis. This is an exception where you get to use USAdrop as a private agent for completely free by using my link in the description and in the pinned comment. Now, I've been using USAdrop since 2022. I even did a case study on when I sold backcrackers and I was doing 300K a month with them. So all you gotta do to add products from USAdrop to Shopify if you're drop shipping is go over to products, find products. Now the product that I'm doing is a face tool. So I just type in face and you can see mine's a beauty tool. So I type in beauty and you can see my product has come up here and I can click import. And then when you click import, you're gonna see that your stores are here that are connected. If you haven't connected it, you can just click connect another store, add your URL in and it will connect it to your store. As you guys can see here on apps, USAdrop. Now, if they don't have your product in their catalog at that current time, which means it's in their warehouse, ready to be shipped out within 5 to 12 days, which is the benefit of using USAdrop, you can go over to sourcing and do a sourcing request. So yeah, if you guys want to get access to the best dropshipping private agent for completely free, 5 to 12 days shipping times, best quality insurance and agents and customer support, check out the link in the description and in the pinned comment. So yeah, now you guys know what my product page currently looks like and the product that I'm doing. You can see now it's asking me to do a command. So I'm gonna put yes, allow this command. Now, just to let you guys know, whilst it's working on this, if this is your first time using the Shopify AI toolkit, your AI agent might say, I need you to give me access using Shopify's CL. So essentially CL is the authentication method that Shopify gives agents to use. Then it will give you a URL and a code. You go to that link, you add in your email to your account and it will say verify using code. You put your code in there from your agent and it will say authentication granted. You can go back to your agent. So if you're using this for the first time, it will definitely tell you to do that. Now, because I've already done it, it can't ask me to do it again. So I can't show you in live time. But I'm just telling you guys that you will essentially get that for the first time. But yeah, let's check this out, guys. You can see here, it says good. I can see the hero section from your inspiration, what it looks like. And you can see now I click yes, allow this command. So what it's done is it's looked at the image I gave it as a reference. And now it's building the liquid hero section based on that. So you can see here it's downloading everything. Now the thing with anti-gravity is you do need to leave this open all the time because you're gonna have to click yes, yes, yes to everything. Even though you've put it to edit automatically, essentially it will still ask you again like this, click yes, allow to keep allowing it. So yeah, you wanna click yes again. You can see here, it says this product doesn't have a template yet. I'll build a hero section out and create the template. And then you can see the full template will be VM Beauty Hero Liquid, matching the Riva reference with the logos and images built in social proof ticker. Now, I do recommend that you guys read this whilst it's doing it for the first few times because when you're doing this for the first time, you're building the agent's memory so that next time it does it in the future with different product pages, although I've given you the prompt to give it, it will get better at doing it. So don't just let this carry on for the first time and not read it. It is important for you guys to start reading these commands and these responses it gives you so you know if it's doing the right thing. Now you can see it says now create the product template and push both. So now it's pushing both of them to the Shopify store. You can see here the bash command here, push beauty hero section. Now you can see it says here, one thing to confirm, what's the exact product handle Shopify assigned if the template isn't linking up? Go to Shopify admin, products, find product, the URL will show the handle, e.g. product handle. So let's go and do that. Shopify product URL, and we can go to edit, and this is the URL handle. So we can now go back to anti-gravity and just paste it in here. Now you can see that it's confirmed that it's live and it's working, so we can check this out. So let's check out what it's done. Now, if we go back to the product page, you need to go to theme template, and it will give you the name of the template it's created. Now for me, it created this one called Multicolor Light Lift Firming Beauty Instrument. So just make sure you change the template to the one it's created. If you don't know what it's created, ask it for the name of the page template and it will tell you. So this one is mine. So now what I can do is I can click preview, and this essentially is what it's built me. So as you guys can see, this is the hero section that it has built for the store. So you can see here, it's got the banner of all the testimonials. It's got bestsellers sold. It's got all these little check marks. You can see here, it's got the price. It's got choose your kit. It's got the 4 little emojis. Now we can actually change these by clicking on them. We can change them if we want. If we don't want an emoji, we don't have to. So we can click on these and delete them. Now for me, I'm going to delete them as I feel like it looks a little bit cheap. And then we can click save. We can check the rest of it, all looks good. We can even change this to the mobile version, as the mobile version is more important. Now, the only thing I don't like is this featured in section. So this section here, I really don't like. Now, because I don't like this section here, because it just looks a bit random, we can delete it. So instead of having to go back to the prompts, we can close this down. We can click on the section, click remove block. Then you're gonna see where it says press logo, delete, delete, delete. Now that whole section's been deleted. So now we can click save. Now this section here where it says choose your kit, I don't like that either, but I might not be able to just delete it. So let me just double check by walking through all these different sections. Now by the looks of it guys, that section here where it says choose your kit has been hard coded in, so we can't just click it and delete it. So what I'll do guys is I can take a print screen of that where it says choose your kit, and I can go back to the agent and I can say delete this section called choose kit. Always upload an image reference or it will get it wrong. But apart from that, guys, that section looks really, really good. Now, remember, the imagery we have to do ourselves. I've not mastered getting the AI agent to do it just yet. But if we look at this on the phone version, look at how good this hero section looks. Usually to do this, guys, either you knowing how to code yourself or using a paid theme. And we've just done it for completely free using Claude Code. And it's even got this sticky add to cart button. You see this sticky add to cart button? Usually that's an app you have to download. We got it for free using Claude Code. So now what we can do, guys, is we can actually go back to anti-gravity and we can now give it all the sections that we want it to do. So we can go back to our reference website, which is this one here. And I actually really like the way the testimonials are done. So we can give it this print screen and we can go back and say, now build all of these sections. So we print screen that one, print screen this one. Again, just take the sections that you like and you don't like this one I actually like a lot. This one, not very big of a fan. This FAQ looks pretty good to be honest with you. So we can print screen that one as well. And then we can go to the other website and find other sections on here that I like. See, I really like this one as well. This section here is also really good. I like the comparison chart on this site more, so we'll copy this one. And we'll just give it those sections to do for now. This section, this section, this section, this section, and then we're gonna click send. So we're giving it a mass amount of sections to build now, and it will build them all without any issues. It's just with the hero section, guys, you do want it to really make sure it gets it right. So if you overwhelm it on the hero section with other sections to build, usually it gets it wrong. So now you can see it's running all of the sections in parallel. FAQ section, comparison chart section is all being done in parallel. You can see building 5 sections all in one go. So the thing is, once you've got the hero section done, guys, the rest of the sections get built very, very quickly. So now what we're gonna do is, whilst we're waiting for that to carry on working, we're gonna get our images made. Now to get my images made, I'm gonna use ArcAds as it's the platform that I use to build my videos and my images. So for now, I'm gonna do images, so I'm gonna use my ArcAds. You can find that ArcAds linked in the description and in the pinned comment if you want to make your images. Image. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to filter. I'm going to use Google Banana Pro. I'm going to change this to 1:1. I'm going to go and give it a reference image. Now the reference image I'm going to use is from my competitor. So I want to remake this image here. So what I can do is I can just right click it and click save as an image. And now what I can do is I can open up my ChatGPT. And I've also got my own custom prompt for you guys called Image Builder. This basically is a prompt to basically make all your images. Just click make me an image. So it's called the 7-in-1 face. Brand name, we haven't really got one right now. You can just get Claude Code to come up with a brand name for you and everything if you want. It's not an issue. You just go back to anti-gravity, get it to make you a brand name. We're just gonna call it Looks Skin for now, just to save a bit of time. Product description, we can just pull it off a competitor. Brand colors, we can get this from this section. So you can see our brand colors are here. So we can just grab this. Primary, you can just paste that in, paste this one in as well. And then the last one is black. So if we go back to Shopify, we can select the black color, which is this one. And there we go. And then the inspo image is this one. And then we can click send. Now let's see how our AI agent is doing on Claude. You can see it's just writing up the last liquid file, then it'll push it to our Shopify store. We've now got our prompt back from the custom GBT. So you're gonna go to where it says generate the image. You're gonna go from where it says here, and we're gonna go all the way down to where it says composition, final composition, perfect. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna describe the image, upload the reference image, which is this one here. And we're also gonna upload the image of our product. Now it's essential that you upload the image of your product for this to work. So we are now going to download this image because it has to get the product correct. So we've uploaded our product. And now we can click send on ArcAds and then it will make the image for us. Now let's see how our AI agent's doing whilst it's doing that on ArcAds. And it's saying everything has been done. All 6 sections have been published. You can see all of them here. So now let's go back to Shopify. Let's refresh the page. And I can confirm based on the left-hand side, they have been added in. VM results, ritual steps. We scroll down. There's our testimonials. Here's our results. And here is the section, comparison chart. So yeah, all those sections have just been done very quickly. Now I can reorder these. I want the reviews to be here so I can move them about. I can have this section here. And what I can do, guys, is I can change all of these sections as much as I want. You can see the FAQs have been done. The comparison chart has also been done, just like that, guys. And if I click mobile version, you can see this is starting to look really, really good. Like the mobile version looks really good. And obviously the mobile version is way more important than any other version of the store. But you can see how we've just mass produced all of those sections using Claude. And ArcAds has now delivered one of the images for us of our product being used. You can see it just here. So now what I can do is click download, go back to Shopify. I can go to add media, add image, and upload my new custom image. Now, once I'm able to get the images and the sections working really well, I wouldn't have to do this manually, but that might take me a few more weeks. So now I just add that image in, I can delete these old images and click save. And now what I can do, guys, is I can refresh the page and my new custom image is here and it looks really, really good. And again, if I change this back to mobile version, look at how good this looks. This is the hero section on mobile with my custom image. A custom image makes a massive difference in the way the page looks. And you can see now if we scroll all the way down, how nice this page looks. Now, obviously, I've just been doing this for 15 minutes. You can see the sections I've built. You can now go back to Claude code on anti-gravity, give it all the other sections that you want it to make, and it will make those sections. And you can see firsthand how impressive this looks. Now, obviously this section will look a lot better when I add the image in. I'll just add the same image I made for the other section in here, but you can see how good the store starts to look. And this is a fully customizable, branded looking Shopify dropshipping page that you can get it to make. But this is how crazy it is now, guys, with AI. Shopify dropping their AI toolkit allows you to do all of this through your own AI agent. You've seen it firsthand live. This might be the first YouTube video about this, by the way, in this much detail, showing you real examples of how it works. So remember, guys, don't forget to smash the like button on this video because once you hit 500 likes, you're going to get access to this whiteboard that gives you all the prompts that you're going to need, all the setup guides that you're going to need to be able to do this. With that being said, guys, I'll catch you on the next video.